I am so excited. For quite a while I've watched new releases and they've just been a bit flat and not very interesting. The 4 new releases I'm talking about in this video are all pretty good. So the first film is Blockers, which I was really looking forward to, and this is a comedy about these children, these teenagers who have made a pact to all lose their virginity on prom night, and their parents find out about this and they kind of go on a bit of a wild goose chase to try and find their children and tell them, no, you don't do that. It's not the most hilarious film I've seen, but there are some very witty bits of dialogue which I really enjoyed, and Leslie Mann was definitely the pull factor for this for me. I think she's amazing in whatever she does. For me, she was definitely the highlight. I think the thing that I liked most about this was not just the fact that it was quite amusing, but also the fact that I think it's relatable for many people. You know, you've got the children, well, the teenagers, and then you've got the adults and the parents, and you've got kind of 2 completely different generations there, where I think both sides could get something out of this film, which is quite rare for a comedy. Blockers was good, but Ready Player One was absolutely amazing. Oh my goodness, this was one of those films that I thought I'd kind of like, but I didn't feel like it would live up to the hype. I was so wrong. It is one of the best films I've seen this year. One of the best films I've seen in a long time. It kind of reminded me of the website Second Life, which I haven't used but I am aware of. Basically, we have 2 worlds. We have the real world and then we have the Oasis, which exists inside a virtual reality headset, and basically the entire planet lives their lives through these. And the aim for the players is to find these keys and find these Easter eggs and win ultimately, and it is so exciting. It's a fantastic adventure story. And the transition between the real world and the Oasis is done so effectively. It is incredible. I feel like it's something a lot of people can relate to. Can you hear that? My cat is using her litter tray. I bet there are no pooping cats in the Oasis. The thing that I love most about the Oasis is the amount of cinematic Easter eggs. Oh my gosh, now I didn't catch them all at all. I didn't even see Freddy Krueger until once I came back from watching it, I went online and I searched for all of the Easter eggs, and just all of these billions of films came up as having referenced in this film, and I'm like, I didn't catch half of them. Apart from The Shining. The Shining was definitely my favourite moment. It is though, it's absolutely incredible. It completely blew me away. Spielberg, needless to say, is a genius, and the film is especially clever because of all those movie Easter eggs, because now I'm going to have to watch it again at some point and with the list of all of them, sit and tick them off as I see them. Next one, to begin with, I wasn't really sure if this would be a positive review or not, but in the end, yes. So A Quiet Place I thought sounded great, but also, you know, Emily Blunt. I love her, she's perfect, I had to go and see this. A Quiet Place is about these creatures that attack by sound. They are blind. If you make any noise, they will kill you. So this family has to try and live and not make any noise. And for a lot of the film there is no dialogue, there is very little sound, and there's the culprit there making the noise, ruining my videos, and it's very clever. It's a nod to silent movies. I think it's done very well in that aspect. The use of sound, or lack thereof, is very good. The only thing that I had a problem with, and I should point out again, with the use of sound and the lack of dialogue, it's very well acted, because obviously it's quite hard to act well when you have no speech. You're relying a lot on facial expressions. Very well done. But the narrative, I just thought, where's the backstory? What's this about? What's happening? Why? Where did these come from? And you kind of only get fed bits of information to piece things together, so it felt a bit disjointed at times. So if you can remove yourself from the narrative and just enjoy the cinematic aspects of it, it's brilliant. We end on one which I didn't think would be very good, but I still liked to see it because the premise sounded amazing. Truth or Dare. Somebody says truth or dare to you, you either do the truth or dare or you die. And then that gets passed on and on and on, and it's obviously like a big pandemic, epidemic kind of thing. It's insane. Yeah, I liked it. It wasn't anything special, it wasn't anything unique. I've seen films like it before, but if you're wanting a horror that's not overly scary, but will still kind of make you go, thank goodness this isn't real. Yeah, Truth or Dare. I don't have too much to say about this film. There wasn't really anything about it that particularly stood out as being innovative or amazing, but I enjoyed my time watching it. Desperate to see I Feel Pretty. I was hoping to see it by the time I recorded this video. I haven't yet, but I will. definitely will. That's at the top of my list. And then of course next month we have Ocean's 8. My goodness, it's for like a year and a half I've been counting down to this film. And of course we're starting to get little tidbits of Tim Burton's Dumbo, which I'm very much looking forward to. I'm very nervous about it, but I'm very excited. Thank you for watching this video. If you've seen any of these films, do let me know what you think of them, and I'll speak to you all soon.